Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to share with you the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau eyeshadow palette. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, my name is Ange and I like to share all things beauty and lifestyle aimed at the more mature woman. Now, my kryptonite in makeup is eyeshadow palettes, and Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes have been a favourite of mine for a very long time. When this launched, I was really taken with the soft, beautiful shades in this palette, and it was a no-brainer for me to get it. In the past, Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes have consisted of 14 eyeshadows, and they usually came with an eyeshadow brush as well. Now, I have always loved these eyeshadow brushes, but this latest palette has come with 14 shades and does not come with an eyeshadow brush, which is just something different that they're obviously doing. Not sure if that's how they're going to carry forward with future eyeshadow palettes, but the eyeshadows in this palette are slightly more in size than in the past. The eyeshadows are 0.47 ounces each, and in the Soft Glam palette we are looking at 0.02 ounces, so just about twice the shadow pan size. This palette retails for $55 US. You can get it from so many websites. I got mine thankfully from Sephora New Zealand. I can't believe we got it as quickly as we did. Sometimes it takes months for us to get new products in New Zealand. So very happy to be able to show you this palette. Now, please excuse the fact that I might be a little bit croaky. I am recovering from COVID and I'm actually feeling more congested and have a cough that I can't get rid of at the moment. I was very sick at the beginning of the week. I had the vomiting, I had the chills and the aches, but the rest of the week went really well. But from today I'm finding myself really congested and just feel like I'm really full of a cold. But I did want to get this video filmed. I have done 3 looks using this palette, and I will take you through those 3 looks using this absolutely beautiful eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I'm going to try this for the first time. I'm going to try and do a couple of looks, 2 or 3 looks using this palette. First time using it today. A new wig and first time wearing it, so bear with me if I look and feel a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, so taking my first brush, a Morphe 504. Okay, I'm going to go in with this first shade Fleur and my 504. And there is quite a bit of powdery pickup there. Now I have just primed my eyes with my concealer and then set with the same powder that I used under my eyes. I will link below all the other makeup that I am wearing, and I'll just wear the same face makeup for each look. Really lightly blending that in the outer portion of the eye, right up to the crease area or the very big area that I have under my brow, and just really blending that out. That's actually a really good shade for me. Just building that up a little bit. I'm not being very precise, I'm really just laying that down on the eye and the lid. Okay, using the same brush, I'm going to go in with Metro. And I'm just building that up in the outer corner and then into the socket line, but coming down lower than I did with the first shade Fleur. These are blending really well. Okay, so that is very warm, and I might need to change my blush. I used a pink blush, but because I've gone in with the peach colours, I might warm up the cheeks with a peach blush when I'm finished. I'm going to go in with a Morphe R37 brush. It's just a little bit smaller than the 504. And for this shade, I'm going to stick to it being quite neutral for this particular look. I'm going to go in with Muse, and I'm just going to go in the outer corner with that one. It's a lot more pigmented than I thought, so I'm really just doing little circular motions in that outer corner. Definitely need to change my blush shade. I think we'll go in with Luminoso. Milani's Luminoso. That will blend that in. And I'm really just blending out that outer corner. And now taking it in. So the first shade I went quite high, Fleur. Then with Metro we came down a little bit with that shade Metro a bit lower in the crease, and now with this shade Muse I'm coming down even lower and right into the inner corner like that, and just blowing it out, circular motions. I haven't added any more to my brush. This is blending beautifully, blending really prettily. Is that a word? Prettily. Very nice. I've decided that trying wigs on when they arrive is not a good thing to do with no makeup on, because I've got no lashes and I just feel really, really unattractive with no hair and no lashes and just nothing. I don't feel I've got much going on for myself at the moment. Trying a wig on without any makeup on is a really bad thing to do because I hate them all. So I've just had them sitting here waiting for me to wear some makeup so that I can see what I think of them. I really like that shade. Now I haven't used a lot of it, I've just blended it out a lot. I'm going to go in with my Morphe Aerial brush. I love these brushes. This is the A20. And I'm going to take that Muse shade and I'm going to run it under the eye. Right along. Because it's a really fluffy, soft brush, it will be really soft. Okay, then I'll dust that off a little bit and go in with Fleur, which was our first shade, and then run that along. Looking under my eye, I have definitely got some fallout here from that dark shade, even though I didn't build it up much. So we are going to take a really soft, fluffy brush and try. That's made a very big mess. Okay, I'm just going to grab some powder. Okay, let's go in with a little bit of our Huda pound cake powder and my lovely little fluffy brush, the A22 from my Morphe Aerial brush set. I'm going to go in with Luminoso already, just to add over my pink blush. Okay, right now to the inner lids. I'm going to try and keep it neutral. I'm going to go in with this shade Isle, which is a very pale, peachy, coppery gold. Another Morphe Aerial brush, A29. Oh wow. Okay, I'm going to take that right into the corner, up to the crease, and wow, that's pretty. Wow, I'm very impressed with the quality of these shadows. I haven't used a glitter glue, I haven't wet my brush. Wow. Okay, going back in with my first blending brush, I'm just going to soften the edge. Then go back with it just a little bit, with no extra colour, but just wow. I'm not going to add anything else because I think that's really pretty. I'm going to stop there. I might just blend that. I'm going to go in with some eyeliner, and I need to change my set a little bit. I'm going to go in with some eyeliner and some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so that's the finished look for look number 1 using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau palette. I tried to stick to very neutral shades for this look, and it's really pretty. I did get a fallout under my eye here. I wonder if I should try a little bit of concealer. I don't normally do concealer over what I've already done, but it has left quite a dark patch, so let's see. It's probably just going to make me look a million years old. Let's try some powder. Let's see if it brightens it up a little bit. Okay, so the finished look number 1. Okay, look number 2, using the palette. I really want to try this wisteria colour out today. I've seen some beautiful looks with people using it. I don't know how it's going to suit me, but we will give it a go today. I'm going to take a Morphe 504 brush and the colour Paloma, and I am going to apply that all over my lid. Still having trouble getting used to blimmin' wigs. All the fibres across your face, really irritating when you've had no hair for so long. It doesn't help that I'm not used to them, because I only wear them when I am filming, to be honest, or if I go out for dinner, which is not very often. Probably been out for dinner 4 times total this year. No, I am going to go in with a little bit of Fleur, and I'm just going to apply that in the really top area of my eye, just to give it a wash of colour. Okay, using the same brush, I'm going to go in with the wisteria colour, and I'm going to apply this all over my eye. And that has really kicked up in the pan. So I'm just going to wash that all over the eyelid, and then I might go in with a different brush. Okay, I'm going to go in with a more dense 37 brush from Morphe. I'm not sure if you can still get this eyeshadow brush from Morphe, but it is one I do like. And I'm just going to lay some more colour down and just slowly build that up. And taking it right up to the crease. And I'm going to pull it from the outer corner of the eye up to the tail of my eyebrow, so that it covers all that area. Okay, now I'm going to take a Refa 26 brush in the shade Muse. I really want to build this up really lightly, if I can do that. Let's just do a little bit, and I'm going to add that just in this outer corner, tapping it really lightly. And I know from the last look, this just kept blending and blending and blending, so I'm not going to add any more. I'm just going to take it in that outer corner, and I want to slightly take that into the crease. And I'm going to take my time, because I don't want this being too dark. I just want to create a shadow. I cannot believe how far this shade just goes and goes. I've dipped into the colour once, and it just keeps blending and blending and blending. really lightly dipping into it again, and I'm going to run that under the outer corner underneath. And once again, even though I haven't used very much of that, I have ended up with some fallout on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to go back in with the R37 and just add some more wisteria. To the edges. Now, something that I like to do as a hooded eyed girl is to look straight ahead and make sure that the darker shade in the crease that I want can be seen with my eye open. And just continuing to blend. Okay, to try and blend that up, because I cannot believe how pigmented that Muse colour is, I'm going back in with the original brush and just really diffuse those edges. That's the amount of pigment that I wanted. Okay, then going back in with the R37 and that wisteria colour, and then just building the shade up on the lid again. Outside of my comfort zone, it is not the sort of shade that I would normally wear. I've been intrigued with the Anastasia Beverley pastel palette, but I just don't know if those shades I would actually reach for. I just feel more at home in my neutral looks. Going to take the Refa 26 in that wisteria shade again, and I am just going to run that under the eye all the way across. Okay, I'm going to add some eyeliner and lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so that is the finished look with lashes and eyeliner using the wisteria colour, and that is look number 2. Okay, I've had a wee bit of a change around in my room today. I'm just trying to see how the setup goes because I have more room at my table. But we're going to go in with the third and final look today, and I'm going to go for more of the green looks. Okay, I'm going to go in with Paloma all over my eyelid with a Morphe 504 brush. Okay, so that's Paloma all over the lid. I'm then going to take a Fleur with the same 504 brush and just little circular motions in the outer corner, and then window wiper action in the area, same shape as my eyebrow, just to try and create the illusion of a crease. So the reason I'm using that colour is just to give some warmth in that transition area. Now I'm going to take a smaller blending brush, and this is the Crease Pro by Sonia G. And I'm going to go in with this cool shade called Liberty. Now, I know Anastasia palettes are known for their kick up, but these shadows are pretty powdery, so I would suggest that you tap off your brush before laying down the colour. As you've noticed in the other two looks, the Muse does have fallout, and doesn't even matter how small amount you have on your brush, we do get fallout on the upper cheeks and under eye. Now I'm just taking that in the outer corner and then coming down lower than we did with the warm shade and just slightly giving us a crease there. It's slightly patchy, this shade, but that's what, just continuing to blend and blend it so that it's all even. Nice shade, quite an unusual shade. Okay. Then just going back in with our 504 brush, no shade, no colour, and I'm just blending out the edges. I just like going backwards and forwards with my brushes in between and blending out. Just really helps with the blend and the finished look of the eyeshadow. Okay, now I'm going to take that shade and run that under the eye. And I'm going to take a flat shader brush. I'm going to take a Morphe 167 brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Hope, which is a metallic shade. Oh, that's creamy. Very creamy in the pan. And I'm going to add that to the outer area of my eye. I'm blending it into that matte shade. Taking another flat brush, a Morphe 167 again. I've got two of those. And I'm going to go in with this really pretty pale green metallic called Wings. These are super creamy in the palette. Oh, very creamy. What a beautiful gradient. Okay, going back in with our Sonia G brush and the shade Liberty, and I'm just going to add a little bit to that outer corner. Like so. I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to go in with Metro and just run that under the under eye, just to warm up the under side of. And then just for a wee pop and for something different, I'm going to go in with an aerial little brush, the A18, just a really tiny little brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Peacock, and very closely I'm going to run that on the under lower lash line. Just for a little bit of a pop. Okay, I'm going to go off camera, do eyeliner and lashes, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so just checking my eyelashes are on properly. They'll do for now. That is the finished look using the soft greens in the palette. I actually think this might be my favourite look so far out of the three. Soft, beautiful, wearable day, nice spring evening look. Very, very pretty. I'm really impressed with the shadows in this palette. Yes, there is a bit of kick up and powdery with the mattes. These creams, I don't know if you can see, the light's very bright. I'm sitting right in front of a window. But the indentation on these creams just goes to show how creamy the formula is. And I've applied these with no mixing medium, no glitter glue or anything, and they are just beautiful on the lid. And there goes that lash. So that is the third and final look using the new Anastasia Nouveau palette. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the three looks that I created using this stunning palette. I hopefully will get round to filming some more videos. I was really looking forward to just going nuts and batch recording videos in my school holidays, but as I said earlier in the video, I got sick with COVID, so I couldn't do that. There just seems to always be a reason why I can't film, but my health does come first, and it is what it is. So as soon as I'm able, I will get to some more videos for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day. Please don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, please give the video a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below. I'd love to see you back, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you later, guys. Bye.